Right, number 49 on page 60 is a rational equation we need to solve. In order to do that, we need to get a common denominator. So this has got a z, this is z, 2z, 5z, and a z plus 1. So it needs to have a 2, needs to have a 5, needs to have a z, needs to have a z plus 1. So basically 10z, z plus 1 is my common denominator, my least common denominator. So I'm going to multiply both sides of this equation. First of all, I like tucking these things up so I don't forget to distribute those negatives. That's just a personal preference, but it helps minimize mistakes. And I need to multiply both sides by my common denominator. Okay, so this times this, the z's cancel. I'm left with a 10 z plus 1 left over. This times this, a 2z cancels. So I'm left with a 5, the z goes away, and a z plus 1, and let's not forget the negative sign here. So that's negative 5 z plus 1. Gotta be careful here. I'm kind of just make sure we don't miss any negatives or miss. Okay, that's good. And that right there is probably something that people will commonly make a mistake with. Then this times this, so again the negative. 5z cancels, so I'm left with a 2 and a z plus 1. Here the z plus 1s cancel, so I have a 100z. That's a lot of z's. Distribute. 10z plus 10 minus 5z minus 5 minus 2z minus 2 equals 100z. 7z minus 5, or 10z minus 5z is 5z. 5z minus 2z is 3z. 10 minus 5 is 5. 5 minus 2 is positive 3. Yikes, this is not enough. Subtract 3z from both sides. So z is equal to 3 over 97. Yikes. That can't be right. I'm going to go check the answer in the back of the book. So I checked the answer in the back of the book and it was right. Of course it was right. No. However, we're not quite done. We do need to remember that we multiplied both sides by a variable expression here. When we do that, we could introduce an extraneous solution. So I kind of need to check this answer, but not really. I really just need to make sure that z isn't equal z does not equal 0, 0, 0, and z does not equal negative 1. As long as z aren't those two things, I'm going to be okay. Because when I multiply by this variable expression, I lose all of these restrictions on the bottom and I just end up with this equation here. So I lose those restrictions. If my answer happens to be one of those restrictions, that would be an extraneous solution. But 3/97 is obviously not one of those, so my answer is 3/97.